So I'm packed. There's my unfortunate pile of work stuff that I'm gonna have to do. Clothes for the plane tonight. New 68-liter backpack with front zipper. Oh, front zippers. This whole thing undoes. I won't do it now because everything will fall out. And skis. Well, here we go. Bergen this morning reminds me of San Francisco. We have aggressive mist. It's not really rain, but there is definitely precipitation, and it is definitely angry. How much stuff can I put in a 66-liter backpack? I really got to figure out how to trim this guy down. Hallingskeid station. I was the only person who got off the train. It's crazy this is a train station. There's a hiking map in this train station waiting room because this train station literally only serves hikers and skiers. There is nothing else here. Hallingskeid. There's the train station. I've already managed to fall over twice. So now I'm going to follow these sticks from Hallingskeid, right there, literally next to the train station, across the wilderness all the way to Finse. There are the guys on snowmobiles who must be out to do some sort of maintenance. They got to watch me fall over several times trying to go down that tiny little hill. I suck at this sport, but I'm having so much fun. Wow. It's very foggy, but very beautiful today. There's a friend. I wonder where its human is. Also, as you can see, there's the river. It's getting much foggier. Friend has been following me. I think it lives back there. This dog is following me and keeps trying to run ahead, like, no, you're supposed to go this way, come play with me. But I am supposed to go this way. These skis are so much harder than I remember. I've been cross-country skiing every weekend this winter. It's not helping. I'm dropping. It's so pretty. It's very foggy. You can kind of see the mountains if you squint. Into the great white north. There are fortunately no polar bears here. It is quite foggy. There's the sun. There are mountains around me. You'd never know it. It's a little trippy. You can't really see the difference between the snow, the mountain, the sky. All you can really see are the next pole to ski to. Lunch break, lunch break. It's basically sunny now. You can actually see the mountains. Destination in sight. Just gonna ski over the lake and right there. Finse only has instructions in English, which is slightly hilarious to me. It is such a beautiful day. I'm practicing going downhill right now. I'm very bad at it. I'm pretty bad. So many people out. It is so pretty in the sun. I just made it down that hill behind me without falling over. There's my shovel. Pretty proud of myself. I am on my way back to Finse for my practice lap. I am maybe kind of getting the hang of going downhill. I am going to ski over that glacier tomorrow. That is pretty cool. There is Finse. There are people heading out for day trips. There is a glacier. This is amazing. So I'm following these kvistings, these sticks, to Krækkja today. Gonna get a great view of all of those mountains. Yesterday I skied down that glacier. And then spent the night over there at Finsehytta. Finsehytta. Just look at those mountains. So yes, very excited. It's about 22 kilometers today. What a beautiful day it is. You can see the glacier, see back towards Finse. This is just so spectacular. This is way more spectacular than the summer. Look at where I'm going up ahead. You can see the skiers. Wow. Whee. Oh, this is amazing. Woo. My skis have someone called the Adventure Girl on them, which I absolutely love. Oh, incredible. Huskies. Look how much snow there still is. You can see it there. Also, this is beautiful. I'm gonna keep following that hill down and then around, and then just, yeah. It's my lucky day. Somebody else already built a sofa, is what these are called. A sofa to eat lunch on. What a great spot. Lunch spot, lunch spot, lunch spot. Isn't this lovely? Oh. Yeah, so you can hear the wind now and see the bad weather for tomorrow that's moving in. It's gotten a lot colder in the last 15 minutes. More wind. I'm gonna go over a lake right there, which is lovely and flat. You can see the rest of the Hardangervidda in the distance. That is so pretty. This is so cool. There's a big long hill here. Fortunately, I learned how to actually go down hills, or how to traverse hills, more like a Norwegian and less like a clueless American, which I am, on my GNT group tour. So it's been really cool because I came from up there, which doesn't look steep, but it was, and I didn't fall yet. But that is like halfway down and I haven't fallen. The best thermos. The trip starts with tea, or the hike, or the journey, however you want to translate it. The journey. Only 8 kilometers to go. That is the Demmevasshytta ahead of me. It's a lake. So I'm gonna ski across that lake, then up a little bit, down a little bit, and then ski across another lake straight to Krækkja. Now we gotta go up that. It's a lot steeper in real life than it looks on this video. This is gonna be fun. Get a little cardio in the middle of the day because skiing was not already enough cardio. You can see here where the snow has actually blown off the lake and you just see the ice left. It's pretty cool. It's a summer bridge. There is the metal bit and there are the wood things that they put across in the summer to make that into a bridge. Finishing up skiing over this lake to Krækkja, which I think I might be able to spot. Maybe. That could also just be a rock. Update. I checked the map again and that is not Krækkja. That is in fact a rock. Lots has already been melted. That is bare ground right there. There's even more back there. I started to feel like the lake was never ending and that this was so slow and so hard, so I stopped and ate my lunch, my second half of lunch, and I am pretty sure that in about 15 minutes I'm going to be like, wow, skiing is amazing, views are amazing, this is great. There's Krækkja. It's really pretty back there too. Check out those mountains. Cute little room at Krækkja tonight. I think I'm gonna be the only person in here. And into the fog we go. There's Halne. Oh look, you can't see anything. It's very slow going in fog like this. Because first you have to actually figure out where you're going. I can kind of see the next stick up ahead, the next twisting. But also because you don't know how steep the terrain is. So I end up going slowly. Oh boy, you can tell how much fog there is now. A sign. Halne. Still can't really see anything. I'm sure it's spectacular behind the cloud and the fog. So after my rest day at Halne, I am about to head out again into this lovely foggy rain. Heading off towards Stigstue in the light rain. Gonna have to be sure that I do not accidentally take the twisted or sticked trail to Deernot instead. You can tell it's been a bad snow year. That is just a patch of bare ground right there. That's not even a rock. So I'm about a third of the way to Stigstue from Halne. It's actually super nice today. It's really peaceful. It is raining, but it's not raining too hard. And because it's not, it's actually super lovely to go in. You can see how wet my front face of the camera is. So I always get random songs stuck in my head while I'm out hiking or skiing. And today's is Last Kiss by Taylor Swift from her, I think it's from Speak Now. Why? I have no idea. But that is what I've been humming the entire way since Halne, so. So it's a little better right now. It's currently hailing, which is not so nice, but it is pretty. The Hardangervidda is one of those places in the world that makes you feel really small. Like, it's just more snow, more mountains, as far as you can see. There's not a sign of human civilization other than these sticks. There's Stigstue. It's wild to think that I did this on foot for massive. Literally the same route that I'm doing today. I even saw the same cairns. It's pretty cool. I think it's only 1:30, so I think I might stop for a waffle. It's only 7 miles or 12 kilometers to Rauhellern, so that waffle might be calling my name. Just stopped and had lunch inside at Stigstue. It was excellent, and now I feel fired up, ready to go. Check out those mountains back there. That's so pretty. This has actually turned out to be a pretty nice day to ski. I mean, it's cloudy right now, but it's easy to see, and it hasn't been raining for the past couple hours. Wow, this is so much fun to ski right now. It's great because there's a little bit of downhill, then a little bit of uphill. It's not too steep either way, and the snow, it's wet, but it feels fast. The contrast of the snow to the dark clouds ahead of me is really pretty. You can get great views on cloudy days. Now it's snowing. It's really pretty. And I much prefer snow to rain, so I am pretty sure this sign has gotten turned around. That is the way to Sandhaug, and this is the way to Rauhellern. I spy a cabin. There it is. There's Rauhellern. 17 miles. What a cozy room. You would have a little closet. Little table. And it is really snowing outside. Look at that. I am leaving Rauhellern right now, heading south toward Lagos. It is an absolutely spectacular day. Look at that. It's about 17 kilometers there, so 10-ish, 11-ish miles. We got fresh snow last night, so lovely conditions to ski in. Oh, so nice. So this is lovely snow, except for the fact that I keep getting large snow piles under my skis, which is So the very irritating thing today is those are my skis, and that is a giant snow clump attached to the bottom. I might have to take off my skins. Skins have been removed. Let's see how this goes now. The song that I currently have stuck in my head today is Guardrail by Ylvis, which is a real deep cut. And starts with "Oh, what a beautiful morning," which is the line that has been stuck in my head. And that at least feels appropriate, better than some of the others. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. Look at those mountains. Oh my god, this is so beautiful today. And on the ski update, they're going much better now that I took the skins off. I'm still getting a little bit of snow underneath them right now, but that's okay. They are, by and large, better. Here's where I came from. Man, it's fantastic out here. I think there's another dog sledding team coming. It is, in fact, so warm that I am going to have to take off my jacket and just ski in my sweater, which has not happened yet this trip, so very exciting. And also, unfortunately, these look ridiculous, and my face is very warm in them, but they are by far the best against sun that I have, so gotta do what you gotta do. A little slush skiing right here. Woo. Slursh, slursh, slursh. Hey, there's a plant. Slursh. Snow. Well, glad we got fresh snow last night. A little bit of slush there, and there's a little bit of open water in the back. So the trail curves around the edge of the lake. Is that the cabin in the distance already? No way. Well, we'll see. There's a cabin. Potentially a cabin right there. Wow, this has been going super fast. The snow is awesome today. Oh, look, a last little surprise hill. Oh, it's tough. I don't have the skins on my skis right now, so it's a little harder than normal, but the snow is really, really nice. Lagos. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. It's 1:45. The snow here was so fast. Snow. Well, that door is rather snowed in. Here's the lunch spot. What a lovely lunch spot. I am even right next to a cairn. That's great. Are not propping up in the snow because there's not quite enough snow, but they are not going anywhere. There's the cabin. So it's 2:15. I just had lunch, or I'm having the last little bit of lunch, sitting at Lagos. So if I want to continue on to Sandhaug, it is 20 kilometers. It's already about 2:15. This feels like a moment that I've had before where I'm like, wow, it's a long way to the next cabin, but it's so nice out and I'm having such a good time. Have I learned from experience that it's probably a bad idea to keep going? Yes. Am I going to do it anyway? Make the same mistake? Hell yes. So in a couple of minutes, I'm going to head off towards Sandhaug. That appears to be bird poop on my backpack. How did that get there? It is so lovely. I can't believe there aren't more people out for this Easter. Easter is a very big, the Norwegians come out and go skiing, to the point where there was an article, an opinion piece in one of the papers the other day that said Jesus didn't die for you to go skiing and eat Kvikk bars. So, but yeah, I've seen 2 people today other than the dog sledders, which is a little bit surprising. It's so nice. You can definitely see that the snow has started to melt here, but it's really fast to ski on today. I might even make it to Sandhaug before dinner. Snow is definitely melting. Mountains. So the snow has started to get a little slushy, and so sometimes when I kick, I end up falling into the snow, which is not very fun. So hopefully it gets better again soon. I've got about 7 kilometers left, so there are some mountains. Here's the path to Sandhaug. 5K left. So it's been a little frustrating the past 2 miles, as if you can see, these are very deep tracks. These are what the tracks look like normally. So basically sometimes when I take a step, my ski is just falling through the snow, sometimes 5 or 6 inches. So then essentially you fall forward, you gotta stop, you gotta pull your ski out, you gotta start again. It makes it hard to get a good rhythm going. So it makes it feel much mentally tougher and much slower than it actually is. So I am now looking forward to getting to Sandhaug, or at least getting out of this particular section of snow. Mountains in the distance. That's where I'm skiing, up there. There's Sandhaug. Oh, almost there, almost there. Oh. On the way to Kjeldebu, I am losing my voice, which is a little annoying, making it very hard to speak Norwegian and English, but it's another beautiful day. You can see and hear so far into the distance. I've been able to hear skiers who are over there. Now that's the way to go. It is so warm today that I am skiing in my long underwear. And I'm sweating. It's kind of amazing. One of the problems with taking clothing off is, then it's got to go in the backpack. And the backpack is enormous now. I have like 4 layers I'm not wearing. Snow people. Oh boy, my voice is real shot. It basically looks like summer. Look at that cute little cabin. Okay, so I have been skiing through this bowl, and I have reached the, well, it's straight for me, but the intersection where I'm going to keep going to Demmevasshytta, which unfortunately is about 200 meters of elevation higher than where I am. The good news is once I get to Demmevasshytta, it's all downhill basically to Kjeldebu. Let's ski riders. What a cool sport. Passing Demmevasshytta and on to Kjeldebu. There's a car from Innsbruck in the parking lot, from Innsbruck Land. Why would you leave the capital of skiing to drive a long way to come to the other capital of skiing? More ski kiters. That's so cool. Oh wow. Skiing towards that. There's the glacier. Okay, well this is spectacular to ski towards. Look at that. Is that a cabin I spy over there? That looks awfully cabiny. What a spectacular descent to the cabin though. Wow. What a spectacular place for a cabin. Wow. Oh, so pretty. Such a cute cabin. Look at the view out the window. Wow, that's amazing. Look at this provision room. This is amazing. They even have my favorite melon bars. I thought they'd retired this flavor, but look, that one's good until 2026. Last time I found one of those, it expired in 2020. Well, Best Buy. Still totally safe to eat. But yeah, so much stuff. That's very exciting. Bye, Kjeldebu. That was a top 10 cabin for sure. It's Easter, so you can see tons of people came up for the day. Look at all those skis. Yep, the snow is definitely melting. Look at that. It is so beautiful here. Look at that. There's mountains in the distance. Ah, it's cloudy today, but it's actually kind of nice because it is not overly hot. And I slept 11 hours last night. Took a very slow morning in the cabin, and I'm feeling a little bit less tired and have a lot more of a voice than yesterday. So both good things. Mountains. The snow is rather slushy today, so it's a little bit slow going, but it's actually really nice out. This counts as blue skies. See that little patch of blue? Totally counts. It's my snack rock. It's so quiet. There's Krækkja. Right by the lake. Really dramatic sky today because you've got the dark clouds in the background and the mountains in front of them. We've got some down. You can kind of see a skier right there in the middle who's already dropped the down. Really nice though. There is so little snow now that you have to actually cross a summer bridge. And you can see the summer trail right behind it. Look at that. And you can see the river. Better over here, but... So leaving Krækkja this morning, there's Krækkja, and heading back to Finse. So the snow has unfortunately gotten slushy enough that I think this is going to be my last day skiing. The forecast over the next couple days is calling for above freezing at night, so the snow doesn't refreeze. Fortunately right now, well, not that you can see it as I'm skiing on this tiny little bit of snow in between bare land. But right now the snow is frozen over the top, so it's going pretty nicely. I actually even had to put the skins back on my skis. It is so hot today. I'm about to take off my raincoat and probably my pants and just ski in long underwear. Oh my God. It's like, functionally I think it's 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, but I'm sweating. So quiet. When I'm not skiing. When I am skiing, you just hear the crunch of the snow under my skis. Yep, like that. Time to take the skins off. Here comes the very big down. And then right there is actually the turnoff if you wanted to take the trail to Kjeldebu instead of Finse. But this is a very big down, so we're going to see how it goes. Walking has not been overly successful. I am now stuck in the snow up to about my thigh. Impressive. But I'm almost all the way to the bottom of this hill. It was steeper than it looked from the top. I'm very glad I did not try to ski it all the way down. This has been super tough skiing today. The snow's gotten slushy enough that it kind of sticks to the skins, but without the skins I'm just falling down the mountain. So yeah, going a lot more slowly than when I did this coming the other way in better snow. So stopping for lunch now. There's another skier up ahead who's actually pulling a sled. I have great respect. Yeah, and then just going to continue the slow trudge to Finse. There was sun in the forecast for today, but it's actually kind of nice because the snow is staying a little bit firmer than it would have if there was a lot of sun. There's the way back towards Krækkja. The snow is tough today. Just stopped and took my skins off again, so it should be downhill from here to Finse, pretty much. This is a very nice all downhill now. If the snow was a little bit less heavy, this would be so much fun. It's not fun now, but I am definitely falling over quite a bit more. Look what you can see in the distance. Let me zoom in more. That's Finse. That's all of Finse. The distances here are so deceptive. I can clearly see Finse, but that is still 3 kilometers away. The Hardangervidda is like this. You see things, you're like, oh, it's right there. And you're like, oh, actually, I've got a ways to go. But yeah, there's civilization. Packing up at Finsehytta this morning. There's my stuff. I'm going to take the 2 o'clock train today back to Oslo. It's very pretty out, but my legs are done. So, yeah. This has been a really cute place to stay, though. Highly recommend for a first trip.